If you're new to flipping real estate, or if you're an existing flipper and you're looking to open a new market and expand to start doing deals in another market, this video is for you. I'm gonna break down the 5 considerations for choosing a market and how to decide where to flip real estate. Coming up. Hi, it's Jerry Norton, and when I'm working with my elite mentoring students and helping them create a 6-figure business flipping houses, the very first thing we figure out is where. The where is what I call your market. Now, your market is simply the geographical area where you will farm for leads and do deals, and it's extremely important that you choose the right market that is conducive to flipping and has enough opportunity. Your market could be a metropolitan area such as Las Vegas or Atlanta, or a regional area like a county that comprises several towns and cities. When it comes to choosing your market, there are 5 things to consider that we're gonna cover on this video. But first, if we've never met, I'm Jerry Norton, and this channel is dedicated to helping you make money right now in real estate, not later, not in 10 or 20 years, or even 3 to 5 years, but right now so that you can achieve true financial freedom and live your dream life. Consider subscribing to my channel and click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. Consideration number 1 when choosing your market is location. Most people think that you can only flip in your local market where you live. I call this your backyard market. The misconception is that you have to personally see each and every distressed property that you decide to pursue, and that you must also personally manage every property that you wholesale or fix and flip. With my model, you can actually do the business in any market in the US remotely, and you don't need and shouldn't personally see or manage the properties yourself. And that's true even if you choose to do your backyard market. This means you can live and do the business from anywhere in the world. The benefit of your backyard market is you're already familiar with the market. The downside is you'll be tempted to go look at properties, which isn't always the best use of your time. The benefit of a remote market is that it forces you to set up the right measures to find and manage deals remotely without physically being there. The downside is you may need to learn the market if it's unfamiliar to you. Now, I do a lot of deals remotely, and once you learn how, you can too. Be sure to watch this 3-part video series I did about doing deals remotely in another state. I put together a playlist, so go here to watch that. Consideration number 2 is the market size. The market needs to have a large enough population to have enough leads or opportunities. The minimum population should be at least 100,000, and the maximum is 1 million. For example, Nashville has a population of 684,000. The third consideration is what I call market activity. In other words, how active is the market? Is it a buyer's market where there are more houses than buyers, in which case prices are dropping? Or is it a seller's market where there are more buyers than available houses and prices are increasing? The good news is you can be successful flipping houses in either a buyer's market or a seller's market, but most flippers don't know how to recognize or adjust to the market fluctuations. For example, when it's a buyer's market, it's easier to buy deals because there's a lot of available inventory or houses, but it's more difficult to sell them once they're fixed up because retail buyers have more options with lots of available inventory to choose from. And the opposite is true when it's a seller's market. It's harder to find and acquire good deals due to a lack of inventory, and it's a lot easier to sell because there's a lot of buyers chasing too few properties. My point is, whether the market is up or down, following my model, you adjust how you buy and sell, and you continue to flip houses. When it comes to when is the right time to make money in real estate, there are 2 rules to follow to never get caught in a down market. Learn about them on this video. Okay, the 4th consideration when choosing your market is market pricing. In other words, what is the different price ranges within the market, and what are the best flipping strategies for each? Now, there are 6 different levels of price ranges in most markets. Now, let's take a minute on the whiteboard and discuss each of them. So level 1 is where home values are under 100,000. Now, these are areas that are typically low income areas, and they tend to be high rental areas. Level 2 here is between 100 and 200,000. Now, this price range tends to be transitional area and has both first time buyers as well as middle class conventional buyers. Level 4 is between 300 and 500,000. These areas are generally made up of upper middle class buyers. Level 5 is where home values are between 500 and 700,000. These are usually your lower upper class buyers. And then finally, level 6 is between 700 and $1 million. And these tend to be your upper class buyers. Now again, most markets have a combination of all 6 levels of price ranges. Obviously there are some exceptions where home values are much higher, such as Hawaii and many markets in California, New York City, Washington, D.C., etc. In those markets, you will need to adjust the price scale accordingly. Now, you can flip houses at all 6 price levels, but some are better than others. Which takes us to the 5th consideration when choosing your market, which is market segmentation. Whether your business model is to wholesale to other buy and hold investors or fix and flip investors, or it's to fix and flip your own deals, or like I teach my elite mentoring students to do both, it's important you know what the best price levels are to wholesale and fix and flip. Now, wholesaling works exceptionally well for level 1 under 100,000 because there are a lot of buy and hold investors, and level 2 because between 100 and 200,000 is the highest concentration of fix and flippers. The best price level for fix and flip is actually level 4, where home values are between 300 to 500,000. Not only is there still a high concentration of buyers at this price level, there is less competition from other flippers, and your profits per deal are much higher, between 60 to 75,000 on average per deal, if you follow my proven fix and flip formula. So let's do a quick review. Before you can implement my 6-figure profit system flipping houses, you need to choose a market. When choosing your market, you need to consider: 1, is your location going to be your backyard or a remote market? Number 2, is the population of your market at least 100,000 and not greater than 1 million? Number 3, is the market active, and is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? Number 4, what is the range of prices in your market? And number 5, is your market ideal for wholesaling or fix and flipping? All of this information you can research online. I recommend Trulia.com. There you can search what's called market trends by city or zip code. Now, I'll tell you more about that in a second. But right now, I'm looking for 10 highly ambitious individuals who want to work with me exclusively for 12 months so that I can help you build your very own 6 and even 7-figure house flipping business. I call it Fast Track, and it's by application and interview only. So if that sounds exciting to you, click the link in the description to apply. Now watch this next video where I do a tutorial and I show you real time how to understand and how to follow exactly what the trends are right now in your market. And remember, it's not about the money, it's about having the time and freedom to be, do, and have, and give everything you want in life. That's what it's all about, and I'll see you on the next video.